This is Amber Johnson broadcasting for the 2018 Illinois Swimming Senior Championships, hosted here by the Academy Bullets Swim Club at the University of Illinois Chicago Natatorium. And we have just witnessed the women's 200 freestyle B final. Up next is the Heat A final. And this is going to feature in lane 3, Maxine Parker of Cats Aquatic. In lane 4, Anne Margaret Tervreen from St. Charles. And lane 5, Grace Areola of Waves Bloomington. And also of Waves Bloomington in lane 6, Noelle Peplowski. And just a reminder, from the bottom of your screen is lane 1. Up towards the top would be lane 8. This is one of your super finals in the women's 200 freestyle. The meet record is 1 minute 48 seconds and .53, set by Anne Margaret Trevine of St. Charles Swim Club, who is competing in this super final. She is in lane 4. And we have the ladies about to mount their blocks. The whistle has sounded. They are taking their stance. And they are in the water. Nice dolphin kick had by all 4. Out to the early lead. In lane 5, Grace Areola. Nice turn off the wall. Grace Areola once again in lane 5. Second closest to the top of your screen, currently leading. And it looks as if Maxine Parker, down towards the bottom of your screen in lane 3 with the green cap, is pulling into the lead. Nice turn off the wall. Let's see if she can hold on. Very close race for second and third. Again, that nice turn down towards the bottom of your screen. Lane 3, Maxine Parker of Cats Aquatic continues to hold strong by about half a body length. These ladies seem to be nice and calm, swimming right center of the lane. And again, Maxine Parker of Cats Aquatic in lane 3, closest to the bottom of your screen, is presently in the lead now by almost a full body length. Second place slightly looks to be Grace Areola in lane 5 from Waves Bloomington. As they head down the home stretch, it looks as if Grace Areola in lane 5 is pulling ahead and will be the first to touch. With a split of 26.39, Grace Areola is your winner of the Super A final with an overall time of 1:47.38. And that will beat a new meet record. And in lane 2, Maxine Parker finished in second place. She had a time of 1:48.07, which also is better than the current meet record set last year by Anne Margaret. And next, we are going to feature the C final for the men's 200 freestyle. And we have Austin Millard of Academy Bullets in lane 1. In lane 2, we will see Frank Nolziak of St. Charles Swim Team. In lane 3, we have Aiden Dillon of YWCA Flying Fish. Lane 4, Ian Vandergraaf of New Trier Aquatics. Lane 5, Richard Williams of St. Charles. In lane 6, we have Evan Zolowinski of the Y Flying Fish. In lane 7, we have Billy Troy, unattached. And of lane 8, Matthew Nagler of St. Charles Swim Team. And again, this is a very tight field. At present, it looks as if lane 1, Austin Millard, is holding a slight advantage at this time. Also giving him some trouble would be Billy Troy. Up in lane 7 towards the top of your screen. They're making their turn here. And neck and neck, again, Austin Millard of Academy Bullets down in lane 1, bottom of your screen, along with Billy Troy in lane 7. These gentlemen are racing for their records. And lane 1, again, holding strong Austin Millard by about half a body length. As he made his turn, he's got the navy blue cap on, orange shorts down towards the bottom of your screen in lane 1. The Academy Bullets Swim Club are the host of today's events, this weekend's events. And out in lane 4, in the middle of the pool, Ian Vandergruff of New Trier Aquatics also did a great job and was your winner. He pulled ahead to finish with a time of 1:43.04. Meet record again is 1:37.67, set in 2017 by Colton Paulson. And in lane 1 for the B final, Anthony Williamson from Redbirds of Dunlap Dolphins. We have lane 2, William Boley. From lane 3, we have New Trier's Patrick Gridley. Lane 4, I have from Reach Aquatics, Joshua Delorto. Lane 5 is Charles Scheinfeld of New Trier. Lane 6, John Whitehurst of St. Charles Swim Team. Lane 7, Cats Aquatics, is bringing you Daniel Eng. And in lane 8, Ryan Purdy, unattached GTAC. The gentlemen are off to a great start. Off of this first turn, we have in lane 4, Daniel Dorado of the Reach Aquatics with a slight edge. Arm in arm in lane 2, closest towards the bottom of your screen, William Boley of Dunlap Dolphin Swim Team is also trying to edge out Joshua Dorado of the Reach Aquatics. But again, Joshua seems to be maintaining that lead, has a nice strong turn there. Now has just about a quarter body length lead over the rest of the competition. Great strong turns from all of these gentlemen. Up in lane 7, Joshua Eng with the green cap also looks to possibly be pulling into second at this time. You notice that Joshua Dorado of the Reach Aquatics seems to be swimming closer towards the right side of the lane line. And now he's pulled himself back towards the middle of the lane. Once again, holding strong. Possibly going to finish here, and he does, with a split time of 26:02. Your winner of this B final, Joshua Delrado of the Reach Aquatics Swim Team. Final time, 1:40.48. And your second place was, in fact, up in lane 7, Daniel Eng. He had a final time of 1:41.62. And next we will have our A final in the men's 200 freestyle. Once again, the meet record 137.67 set by Colton Poulsen from Redbird Swim Club back in 2017 last year. And in lane 3 from the West Swim Club is Donovan Lehman. In lane 4, we'll feature Nicholas Vance from West Chicago Sharks. In lane 5 from New Trier Aquatics, Ryan Gridley. And in lane 6 will be Liam Hutchinson of the Wheaton Swim Club. And some fun facts being read out about these 4 finalists in this Heat A Super Final of the men's 200 freestyle. I'm hearing some of these young men like to build tree houses. We're learning about fun nicknames. And once again, just a reminder, lane 3 will be down towards the bottom of your screen. Lane 6 is going to be up towards the top of your screen. Nice strong dive by all 4 gentlemen up towards the entry of the pool here to get this race started. Donovan Lehman of West Swim Club seems to be having a slight advantage, but the race is very tight at this time. They are all neck and neck. Again, I'm seeing a slight advantage by Donovan Lehman from West down in lane 3. These gentlemen are offering very nice long strokes in the pool. Excellent turn and push off the wall. And we are heading towards the 6th lap of this race here. And at this time, again, Donovan Lehman of the West Swim Club down in lane 3, along with Ryan Gridley of New Trier in lane 5, are arm in arm for first place at this time. And here is the final push off the wall. And you see lots of splashing from those feet, kicking hard and strong. And it looks as if lane 5, in fact, Ryan Gridley of New Trier is your first place finisher with a split time of 24:59 and an overall time for the 200 free of 1:38:52. Congratulations, Ryan Gridley of New Trier Aquatics is your first place finisher. Up in lane 2, we had Liam Hutchinson finish second with 1:38:99 for his time. And we are going to also feature awards from yesterday's 1,000-meter events that took place for both men's and women. And those will be coming shortly. We'll be sure to share those with you. Thank you once again for tuning in to the 2018 Illinois Swimming Senior Championships here at the University of Illinois Chicago Natatorium. We are brought to you by Xfinity. And the hosts for this weekend's meet, the Academy Bullets Swim Club. We are seeing some fantastic competition, age ranges from teens up through 20s. And we have over 860 participants competing this weekend. We have a collection of 72 different teams that feature upwards of 100 athletes from your hosting team, Academy Bullets. But the average for some of the larger teams that are featuring many competitors, some of those larger teams, we have 10 that have an average of 40 athletes competing today. And there are going to be, we will apologize for our technical difficulties yesterday. The meet began yesterday on the 1st of March here at the UIC Natatorium. So we apologize for those technical difficulties and any technical difficulties experienced today just prior to the beginning of the meet. We'll be with you all weekend long, and we are excited to see what records might be broken. We saw a few already this morning, and some of those were from the men's 100 breaststroke. Seba Filipovic from the St. Charles Swim Club in the B heat. He bested his futures record and finished today with a time of 58.39. Also in the super final, Heat A for the men's 100 breaststroke, just a little while ago, we had the new time of 53.90 from Charles Schoenfeld from New Trier Aquatics. And at this time, we're going to go to the awards ceremony from yesterday for the 1,000 meter freestyle.
In 8th place from Fox, Rachel Steggy. In 7th place from Wheaton Swim Club, Holly Wessel. In 6th place from St. Charles, Sydney Kelly. In 5th place from New Trier, Greta Pelzek. In 4th place from Palatine Park District, Margaret Menso. In 3rd place, also from Palatine Park District, Jane Smith. In 2nd place from Chicago Wolfpack, Madison Schimmel. And our 2018 Illinois Swimming Short Course Senior Champion in the women's 1,000 freestyle from Academy Bullet Swim Club, Audrey Coffey. Congratulations, ladies. Will Brendan Wagner of Elmhurst and Joseph Bozzi of Lincoln Way please report to the award staging area? That's Brendan Wagner of Elmhurst and Joseph Bozzi of Lincoln Way to the staging area now. Awards for men's 1,000 freestyle. In 8th place from New Trier, Benjamin Dukes. In 7th place from YWCA Flying Fish, Thomas Hackley. In 6th place from St. Charles, Ricky Williams. In 5th place from Elmhurst, Brendan Wagner. In 4th place from Wheaton Swim Club, Trevor Carter. In 3rd place from Lincoln Way, Joseph Bazzi. In 2nd place from St. Charles, John Whitehurst. And our 2018 Illinois Swimming Short Course Senior Champion in the men's 1,000 freestyle from West Chicago Sharks, Nicholas Vance.
Getting any of that on there, are we? No. Are we using his voice for the awards?
Awards for Event 3 Women's 100 Breaststroke. In 8th place, from Academy Bullets, Sydney Van Overmyron. In 7th place from New Trier, Casey Venn. In 6th place from Fox, McKenna Stone. In 5th place from West Swim Club, Emily Graham. In 4th place from St. Charles, Mary Jania. 3rd place from Patriot, Hannah Lou. In 2nd place from Mundelein Mustangs, Valerie Tarazi. And our 2018 Illinois Swimming Short Course Senior Champion in the women's 100 breaststroke from Waves Bloomington Normal Y, Noelle Peplowski. Congratulations, ladies. At this time, will Braden Amendola of West and New Trier's Charlie Scheinfeld report to the awards staging area. That's Braden Amendola and Charlie Scheinfeld to the awards staging area now.
It's awards right now.
Awards for men's 100 breaststroke. In 8th place from Dunlap Dolphins, Daniel Matlock. In 7th from West Swim Club, Braden Amendola. In 6th place from New Trier, Pearson Orr. In 5th place from St. Charles, Siba Filipovic. In 4th place from Fox, Brian Ellig. In third place from Swift Aquatics, Gabriel Peachnick. In second place from Fox, Jared Simpson. And our 2018 Illinois Swimming Short Course Senior Champion in the men's 100 breaststroke from New Trier, Charlie Scheinfeld. Congratulations, gentlemen. For women's 200 freestyle. In 8th place from New Trier, Shannon Carney. In 7th place from Maverick, Callie Frankowiak. In 6th place from Patriot, Isabel Pelka. In 5th place from Waves, Melissa Pish. In 4th place from Waves, Noel Peplowski. In 3rd place from St. Charles, Ann Taverny. In 2nd place from Cats, Maxine Parker. And our 2018 Illinois Swimming Short Course Women's 200 Freestyle Champion in a new meet record time of 1:47.38 from Waves Bloomington Normal Y, Grace Ariola. Also of note, the top 4 finishers were all under the meet record that was set this morning. Excellent job, ladies. For men's 200 freestyle. In 8th place from St. Charles, John Whitehurst. In 7th, swimming unattached, Ryan Purdy. In 6th, from Cats, Daniel Ng. In 5th, from Reach Aquatics, Josh Delorto. In 4th place, from West Chicago, Nick Vance. In 3rd, from West Swim Club, Donovan Lehman. In 2nd place, from Wheaton Swim Club, Liam Hutchinson. And our 2018 Illinois Swimming Short Course Men's 200 Freestyle Champion from New Trier Aquatics, Ryan Gridley. Congratulations, gentlemen. At this time, would Grace Ariola of Bloomington Normal Y please report to the ready room? That's Grace Ariola of Bloomington Normal Y.
And welcome back to the 2018 Illinois Swimming Senior Championships here at UIC Natatorium. We are now preparing to see the C final for the women's 100 butterfly. In lane 1 from Academy Bullets Swim Club, we have Sophie Bastian. Lane 2, Michelle Herwig from Academy Bullets. Lane 3, Casey Venn from New Trier. Lane 4 from Mavericks, Paige Collins. Lane 5, Abigail Smith from Highland Park. And lane 6, we have Emily Smith from Dunlap Dolphins. Lane 7, Audrey Richardson, New Trier. And lane 8, Alexa Puccini from Mavericks.
Fastest time from the preliminary in this heat was 57:21 by Paige Collins of Maverick Swim Club in lane number 4, and it looks like lane number 5 right now is Smith, who is out there from Highland Park with the lead at 75. Meet record 54.14. National cut 52.99. The winner of the heat is Paige Abigail Smith, Highland Park. She went a 56.18, almost a full second faster than her qualifying.
And the B final for the women's 100-meter butterfly. Eleanor Benge from West in lane 1. Lane 2, Audrey Kofi from Academy Bullets. Lane 3, Greta Pelzik from New Trier. Lane 4, Cameron Streed from Academy Bullets. Lane 5, Emma Gleason from Patriot Aquatic. Lane 6, Savannah Shords from Peoria Area Water Wizards. And lane 7, Stephanie Boatwater from West. Lane 8, Anna Chauville from Mavericks.
To show you the depth of the top 20 swimmers that we have now, all 20 have achieved the Futures, USA Swimming Futures time standard. 100 butterfly, fastest qualifier from the morning session. That's Cameron Street from Academy Bullets, 56.60. So pretty strong depth in the C final. Check out the underwater work from the ladies here in the B final. As you go through the C, B, and A, watch the distance off the walls underwater. These athletes are racing almost 40% of the race underwater.
And they are. Your fastest split time was lane number 2, Audrey Kofi from Academy Bullets. Coffee, pardon me.
Strong breakout by Coffee over here in lane number 2, coming on strong over there in lane number 6. Lane number 6 is Sowards from Peoria Area Water Wizards. Places all in the last 5 seconds, coming on strong in lane number 3 was Pelzik, but getting the win over there was Coffee from Academy Bullets. Let's check out the time. She was a 29.97 on the back half. 57.26 was her time, beating her prelim time by almost 7/10 of a second. Now we're going to the parade of athletes for our championship final.
Butterfly in lane 3 from Dunlap Dolphins.
And we have the women's 100 butterfly.
She's a huge Texas Longhorns fan. Hook 'em. It's Grace Ariola. In lane 5 from St. Charles Swim Team, her favorite rock band is the Beastie Boys. It's Mallory Jump. Debatable whether they're a rock band. And in lane 6 from Chicago Wolfpack, she's dropped a whopping 26 seconds in this event in the last 8 years. It's Anna Peterson.
And again, in the super final, the meet record is 54.14, set by Angelina Kostko from Cats Aquatics.
So Grace Ariola, your top seed over there in lane number 4 in the super final. Grace was a captain of the World Junior team this past summer. She's quite an accomplished swimmer. You saw her break a record along with 3 other athletes, which was pretty impressive earlier tonight. But Grace has swum at the world level and medaled at the world level. So watch her race on the back half of this 100 butterfly.
She's offering strong technique in the water.
Your leader, though, now watch Grace Ariola underwater. It looked like Jump was first at the 50. Here comes Grace on the back half with a strong third 25. Let's watch the underwater work here off the wall. Grace caught up in the race underwater. She's past 7.5 meters, almost to 10 meters underwater. Breaking out strong, headed towards the wall with momentum going into that last 25.
And Grace Ariola is your winner with a split time of 27.9. And her final time, 53.49, and she has amassed a new meet record. Congratulations to Grace Ariola of Waves Bloomington in lane 4, your winner. And we have the men's 100 butterfly heat C, the record time of 48.33 set by Nicholas Zado of West. Lane 1 is Nicholas Jemensky from Mendelin Mustang Swim. Lane 2, Satha Suburmian from Fox Valley Swim. Lane 3, Topher Stensby from Patriot Aquatics. Lane 4, Carter Thoss from Polis Orland. Lane 5, Nathaniel Baxter from St. Charles. Lane 6, Matthew Trainer from Peoria Area Water Wizards. Lane 7, Colin Colalin of West. And Lane 8, Ryan Stego of Academy Bullets.
Fastest time in the prelims was tied by lanes 4 and 5. That's Thoss and Baxter at a 50.92. All the athletes in this field, there's always those mental barriers. What do you want to try to break? Getting under 50 seconds is kind of one of those next steps in swimming. Your leader at the 50 in lane number 4, that's Thoss from Posa, 24.38 at the 50. Everyone in the field under the USA Futures cut of 51.59. The junior national time standard, 48.99. Again, great underwater work over there in lane number 4. That's Carter Thoss from Palos Orland. Strong last 25, keeping his head down from the 7 meters out. 26.32, great second 50 by Baxter. And his final time, 50.70, a little bit faster than he went this morning. Your B final.
And B final, we have in lane 1, Garrett Clausen of West Chicago Sharks. Lane 2, Branko Kasanovic from West. Lane 3, Nolan Fergus from Academy Bullets. Lane 4, Mitchell Malash from St. Charles. Lane 5, Jeffrey Vitek from West. Lane 6, Jensen Gamilla from Mavericks. Lane 7, Joshua Delarado from Reach Aquatics. And Lane 8, Nicholas Baginski from Cat Aquatics.
All 8 swimmers from the B in this B final, all at 50 seconds. Again, looking to break that 49-second barrier. See if anybody in this heat can get out 23 seconds at the 50. Strong underwater work in lane number 4. In lane number 4, that is Mitchell Malosh, and he is first at the 25. These guys are really keeping low in the water on the turns. If you watch from home, watch how streamlined they are underwater on the breakout. Almost 15 meters over there by Brandon. Some outside smoke in lane number 8. That's Baginski from Katz, who is actually first at 23.25. Actually, no, it is Malosh, 23.24, 1/100 second difference. Out plenty fast enough to break that 50-second barrier. Came in a little long on his turn, but bounced off that wall. Watch the breakout. Strong breakout, moving forward. Didn't really come up. Really took that last stroke, moving forward, driving strong in lane number 5. That is Vitek. Who gets the touch? It is Malosh, 26.49 on his second 50. And a 49.73. We had 3 athletes break 50 seconds on that one. Baginski from Katz, Vitek, and Malosh all broke 50 seconds. Again, getting close to that junior national. Cut of 48.99.
Here in our men's 100 butterfly super final in lane 3 from Fox, Ayush Deshpande. In lane 4 from St. Charles, he ate 16 Chick-fil-A sandwiches in one sitting. And he still lives with his mother. It's Will Meyer. In lane 5 from Lions Aquatics, he's been on an all-butter diet for 2 weeks. And every night before bed, he reads Good Night Moon. That book is dope. It's Henry Clayson. And in lane 6 from Wild Kit Swimming Organization, he's going to go to Seton Hall University. It's Joe Gibson.
Meet record 48.33 set by Nick Zito back in last year's meet. Junior national time standard 48.99. Fastest seed 49.91 by Will Meyer from St. Charles swim team. Super final is it's kind of a championship format, a unique championship format where they have to really race fast in the morning to be able to be one of the top 4 at night. Out fast in lane number 5, that is Garrett Clayson's from Lions. And he hits the wall at 22.49, almost a full second 49, almost a full second faster than everybody else in the field. Coming on strong in lane number 4, that is Meyer. Half second behind. Clayson off the wall with a strong breakout. A little longer work underwater. That meet record, 48.33. It could fall. That's 47. That's 48. Did he get it? 26.0 on the back half. 25.9 on the back half for Meyer. 48.52, just off the meet record, was Garrett Clayson with a time almost a full second faster than that 48.99. It is a junior national time standard, what qualifies him for that championship meet in the summer out in Irvine, California.
Will be finalists.
And we have the women's 400-meter IM. This is the C heat, and the meet record is 4 minutes, 15 seconds. set by Adrian Bychek of Express Swim in 2009. In lane 1 towards the bottom of your pool, Kylene O'Connor from Delta Aquatics. Lane 2, Greta Pelzik from New Trier. Lane 3, Athena Celefantos, of Mavericks. Lane 4, Mackenzie Adkins, of Academy Bullets. Lane 5, we have Abigail Zadorsky from Delta Aquatics. Lane 6, we have Margaret Menso from Palatine Park. Lane 7, Samantha Rankin from Academy Bullets. And in lane 8, at the top of your screen, Kayla Jones from St. Charles.
You make a very good point. If you're watching at home, lane 1 is at the bottom of your screen, lane 8 at the top of your screen. This is kind of the Iron Woman event. 100 fly, 100 back, 100 breast, 100 free, all in sequence. Now, there is a lot of strategy to this particular race. It isn't just go out and go as hard as you can, as long as you can.
Right.
Watch each one of these athletes try to negative split each one of the 100 legs. So, for an example, they're going to go out with some controlled speed on that first half, that first 50 of the 100 butterfly. Not using their legs. They're going to be a little bit more with their hips, just floating high on top of the water. Second 50, they increase their tempo. On the backstroke, from fly to back, it's called transitioning. They're not just going from one stroke to the next, they're transitioning muscle groups. Short axis stroke is fly, long axis stroke is backstroke. So they're changing muscle groups, and sometimes it takes them a little time to get that feel for the backstroke right away. Again, try to swim stronger on the back half, the second 50, because you do have a better feel for your stroke. The goal here is to save a little bit of legs for breaststroke and freestyle.
Right.
As we watch the breaststroke, we'll see who's got the great aerobic conditioning, who's going to stay with strong underwater pulls in a 400 IM, and then who's got the legs for closing speed. So a lot of places will change. As you watch this race, you won't know who's going to win it because all 8 girls have a different strength of a stroke.
Right.
So you may see the lead change numerous times throughout.
I'm excited to see this. And once again, the meet record was 4 minutes, 15 seconds, 0.6 back in 2009 by Adrian Bychek of Express Swim Team. The National Junior Standards, 4 minutes, 12 seconds.
So when you watch the underwater work at a 400 IM, they're a lot more relaxed, a little fuller kicks underwater, using their hips and their core a little bit more, not a rapid kick tempo. So watch the underwater work. They won't go as far underwater, but they'll be really smooth on their breakouts. Watch the length of the stroke. If you watch the girls, the great 100 butterflies, you don't see a lot of high splash. In other words, the splash keeps just above their head, the hairline, and they keep everything long in the stroke moving forward. So a little bit of strategy here. It doesn't matter if you're first at the 100, but if you've got a great, strong second leg in that backstroke, makes a good big difference in the 400 IM. So again, you don't have to be great in all 4 strokes. You got to have great aerobic conditioning and good race strategy. So when you watch the girls in the 100 butterfly right here, you watch their breathing patterns. It's every other for most of them. Some of them are starting to breathe every 2. Just to be able to finish out the 100 butterfly. Good, strong. So the strongest swimmer on that second was Adams from Academy at 31.74. So as we go through this, we're going to kind of watch and see who is the strongest on the second leg, 50 of each leg. You ever wonder how the backstrokes, sometimes the backstrokers are so disciplined to be able to control their stroke to swim straight in the lane? It's interesting. They can't always follow a beam. You know, if they're swimming outdoors, that just doesn't work. So you watch the girls, how they stay in the middle of the lane to the balance of their stroke. Also watch the underwater work here in lane number 4. That was Adkins with a really good, strong push off the wall.
That was always a challenge for myself. Backstroke was my stroke, but I swam outdoors, staying in the middle of the lane.
Follow the clouds occasionally,
yes.
Right? So our leader over there right now in lane number 7, that is Rankin from Academy. Really still head position, having a good, strong second 50. And Rankin was 4:35.24. Futures cut 4:30.69, so she's way ahead of that pace at this point. Good long underwater pull over here, teammate over here in lane number 4. That is Adkins from Academy as well. All right, now watch the breaststrokers make a move here. They've got to stay disciplined in their stroke. They can't try to make up all the distance. If they're behind, the strategy is make up half the distance on the first 50, half the distance on the second 50. Don't try to jump and use all your energy. To your point, watch over here in lane number 5. That's Sidorsky from Delta starting to make a nice move in the middle of the pool. But look at her long stroke.
Beautiful.
See how she sits on those hands and that body out front? She's not rushing it. She's just letting herself feel her stroke, but she has good technique on her wall. So she's already made up a couple seconds just off the breaststroke leg. And look how smooth she is with her hands out front. Outside smoke over there in lane number 8. That is Jones from St. Charles. That's Kayla Jones. She's going to have great closing speed, so keep an eye on Kayla Jones from St. Charles. She's a good 500 freestyler. So now we're starting to see the lead change. And some of these young ladies bringing it back at night and swimming the 200, 400 IM fast twice is not an easy task.
Oh, definitely not.
All right, in the middle, look at that beautiful breaststroke stroke right there. That's Sidorsky from Delta, just smooth. So she's going to have some good legs on the way back. But watch Kayla Jones over there in second in lane 8. She's going to have the fastest split with Sidorsky, 37.62. Almost 3 seconds faster than everybody else in the field except for Jones. And if you're using your legs up too much on that breaststroke and those first 2 legs, you're going to have a tough time with the closing speed. And here comes Jones. So watch the leg drive off them right now. Over here in lane number 2 from New Trier, that is Salafatanos. She is coming strong, great strong legs here. So is Kayla Jones in the outside lane as well. Sometimes when they're breathing out of their left or right side, that gives them a little bit of advantage seeing their competition. So both the girls that are leading first and second are bilateral breathing. They're breathing out of both sides, so they see their competition on both sides. And Sidorsky still with the lead. She's hanging tough with her legs. Could she take this? Her time this morning, 4:34.05. The futures cut's 4:30. Can she get in just under that cuts? Lane number 2 coming on strong. That is Pelzik. Pelzik had the fastest split, 29.44 on that back half. 4:30.77. That was Pelzik who stole it and just missed the futures cut at a 4:30.69.
And to the B final, in lane 1, we have Sydney Kelly from St. Charles. Lane 2, we have Samantha Lurich from Academy Bullets. Lane 3, Mary Jana from St. Charles. Lane 4, Cameron Streed from Academy Bullets. Lane 5, Mallory Jump from St. Charles. Lane 6, Elisa Brault from St. Charles. Lane 7, Audrey Coffey from Academy Bullets. And finishing out at the top of your screen, Megan Armstrong in lane 8 from St. Charles.
4 girls in this heat had the futures cut from the morning. And that was basically your fastest seeds, 3, 4, 5, and 6. As we watch this race unfold, these girls were 4:24, so they were almost 6 seconds faster in the preliminary round. So let's see where they pick up. Let's see where the tempo, where their strengths are in this race. You see certain teams that have great depth in this event, like St. Charles or Academy. So their coaches really work on that middle distance training and basically well-rounded training, all 4 strokes. So you can see the balance in their training just through the events they swim as well. Wow, pretty quick turn over there in lane number 7. That's Audrey Coffey from Academy. Look how long that stroke is and how balanced it is. Watch her hips come up behind her as she reaches out front in that landing zone.
Yes.
Watch those hips pop up. And a good, strong wall. So, she's not taking for granted that this is a race. As she's reaching out and keeping the fly long, she's got a goal set in her head. But she's racing the turns. A lot of athletes in the 400 IM will rest on the walls, and that's where they use it. Let's not go out too fast. Let's swim in the middle of the pool, but rest on the walls, and that really allows the rest of the field to catch up. Coming on strong over here in lane number 4 is Jump from St. Charles.
This is one of my favorite strokes to watch. The fly, it's just beautiful.
All right, so now what we're seeing in the backstroke here in the B heat, the B final, is the tempo. Now their arms are turning over quicker, so they're being more aggressive on the front half of their races. They're not just swimming through the back half, they're actually attacking their backstroke leg. In a 200 IM, it's a much faster paced race.
Right.
The girls here, again, even though they look like they're really using their legs and their tempo's increasing, they're getting good breath control. They're using their turns. Nice strong breakout. If you watch the breakout over there in lane number 7, Coffee, she actually shot forward on that breakout stroke. In other words, she just didn't come up, just didn't pop up like a cork. She was actually really aggressively moving forward off that breakout. So let's take a look. She's got a great backstroke leg. Over here in lane number 4 is Street from Academy. Let's take a look and see, in particular, as they swim through the back half of the race, where the breaststrokers are in this field. So we'll notice that pretty quickly. Are they back to breast turn, rollover turn, back to breast rollover turn in lanes 4 and 7. All right, let's watch where the breaststrokers are. Street from Academy, jump in lane 5, Brault in lane 6. Now let's watch the breaststrokers. As we saw in the first heat, let's watch the balance of the stroke. Who is really feeling the water, taking the least amount of strokes? That's efficiency. You know, the athlete that can take the least amount of strokes and swim faster than everybody else is saving those legs from the back half. Great, well-balanced 400 IM over here in lane number 4. That is Street from Academy. Nice streamlined pull-out way past the hash mark. And she was, except for lane number 2 over here, which was Lorick, those two were the farthest off their pull-out off the wall. So they're racing underwater. Racing underwater just isn't kicking underwater. It's actually the pull-outs. It's their body lines underwater. Can they make a good streamlined position underwater? Junior national cuts 4:15. So let's talk about that barrier, getting under the 4:20 mark here in the 400 IM. And she would have Street as your leader with a 37.56 on that split. She'd have to break a minute to get under that 420 barrier. But there is your leader. As you watch the race unfold, you saw where the breaststroke picked up, the breaststrokers picked up that third leg, so you see the lead and positions change. But there's races within races here.
Yes.
So let's watch now. You know, your lead swimmer is out there, but for lanes 5 and lane 3. Great races going on for 2nd and 3rd. Great races going on for 4th and 5th and 6th as well. 30.83 for jump. She's the fastest swimmer in the pool. 30.69 is Coffee. So those are your fastest splits on the first leg of the 100 freestyle. Sometimes you want to see who's the fastest swimmer in the pool at that time. And the clock doesn't lie. It tells us who's really picking it up at the halfway point.
Very true.
All right, your leader coming into the final.
And it is going to be Cameron Street of Academy Bullets in lane 4. Split time of 30.44. And she finishes with 4:23.17.
That's about a full second faster than her time from this morning. Now ready for our super final.
Here in our super final of women's 400 individual medley, in lane 3 from Dunlap Dolphins, she's attending Northwestern University this fall. It's Emma Theobald. In lane 4 from Academy Bullets, she's a national qualifier in the 200 breast and 400 IM. It's Sydney Van Overmyren. In lane 5 from Lions, she's been ketchup free since '03. It's Cal Dunn. And in lane 6 from Flying Fish, she is a 2-time IHSA state qualifier. It's Cleo Hancock.
And these ladies are off to a nice, strong entry into the pool. And again, the meet record time of 3:53:53. I apologize. That's 4:15:06 from Adrian Bychek of Express.
Fastest seed time was Sydney Van Obenmeyer, 4:22.76. Junior national cut is 4:15:19. So you take a look at these times and you look at the preliminary swims and you say, wow, that's really out of reach. Well, we just saw 4 meet records fall in the 200 free. Never give up on our swimmers as far as them reaching the junior national cuts, which sometimes in short course yards are faster proportionally than long course meters. Your leader is Van Obenmeyer. I'm sorry, it looks like Dunn, 59.96 from Lyon. And that is Callahan Dunn from Lions. She is a 59.9 on the way out. Again, watch how people, the athletes approach the race. Not approaching the race and being overly aggressive because they're going to make a move some point else in time in the race. Looking very strong in backstroke in his super final is lane number 6. That is Hancock, YMCA Flying Fish. She's making her move in the backstroke leg right here. Watching a great backstroker, they just look so relaxed and fluid, and they're swimming backwards. Being relaxed and fluid, swimming backwards, so they're so trusting on their counts from those backstroke flags on in. You think this is something in a race? They have to train in crowded lanes during the day swimming backstroke. That's not an easy concept. You know, they got to trust their teammates sometimes that when they swim backstroke, they're going to get out of their way and they're not going to crash into people. Almost a tie, dead even. Lanes 4 and 5, that's Van Obenmeyer and Dunn, almost even split at the 200 at the halfway point. Coming on strong, looks like the breaststroke's going to come from lane number 4, that's Van Obenmeyer. Keep an eye, middle of the pool. Turns make a difference here. You know, if somebody ahead of you is racing their walls, it isn't always about swimming. Racing skills are extremely important in getting cuts and breaking records. They don't just come from the the aerobic conditioning. They come from racing skills. At 5th, Dunn, still your leader, 37.73. Van Obenmeyer had the fastest split, 36.79. She's making her move. The race is going to tighten up here with 75 to go. Don't think that they don't, even though their head's really facing forward, their eyes are facing forward, they're focused on their goal at the end of the lane. They got great peripheral vision. They can actually feel their competition next to them, even if they can't see them. All right, look at this. As they stroke into the final 100, the closing leg. Who's got the closing speed? Who comes off the wall strong? Both young ladies off the wall quickly. 36.9 for Van Obenmeyer on that split. Fastest swimmer in the pool in the breaststroke leg, but coming hard on her is Dunn. Dunn's not giving up the ship right now. She's really taking note of her competition right next to her. Both strong off the wall. Van Obenmeyer a little bit longer underwater. Really keeping her elbows up high, getting a good deep catch on her freestyle. Let's watch what happens off this wall. Again, racing skills are going to pick you up tenths of seconds off the wall. Nice breakout over here by Van Obenmeyer. And when I'm talking about a breakout, it's from underwater transition to the top of the water and continue to move forward. Van Obenmeyer about a half a second lead over Dunn. Dunn's having a great race. 4:22.76 was Van Obenmeyer at the halfway point. Dunn's got her in her sights inside the flags. No breath in. Who's going to get it? And Van Obenmeyer with the touch, but Dunn with a faster second 50 at a 29.0. Let's see what the times are. 4:21.80, 4:22.11. Great race, ladies.
And we are going to move on to the men's 400 IM individual medley. Meet record 3:53.53 set by Nicholas Vance of West Chicago Sharks. In lane 1, we have Thomas Mathelus from Academy Bullets. Lane 2, Richard Williams from St. Charles. Also in lane 3 from St. Charles, we have Seba Filipovic. In lane 4, we have Lucas Conrads from Fox Valley. Lane 5, we have Ryan Seago from Academy Bullets. Lane 6, we have Dylan Sherwin from Eaglin Cyclones. Lane 7, we have Michael Bennington of Ultimate Swimming. And Lane 8, Jay Jensen of West.
Futures cut, 4:07:59. Again, these athletes in this particular heat trying to break that 4:10 barrier. Going from step to step, 4:10 to 4:05 to breaking 4 minutes is a great progression for these young athletes at the high school age. We'll talk about this later, but when you mentioned that meet record, it says 3:2:2018. That was broken this morning, so we'll touch on that as we watch the super final later in the competition. Beautiful 100 fly on the way out. That's lane number 5. That is Seago from Academy. Ryan Seago, 17-year-old. Ride really high on top of the water, real relaxed reach out front, taking way advantage of that wingspan of his. Into the wall right on the stroke. Split time, Seago was a 29.9 on his second 50. And that time, 55.44 on the first 100.
Great strong push off the wall in lane 5. That was Ryan Seago.
The tempo over here in lane number 3. Coming on strongest, Filipovic. Took a little bit of a peek on that turn. Caught the water with his left arm going into the wall, but snuck a peek just to see where his competition is. Lucas Conrad's in lane number 5. Lucas is a 15-year-old. A lot of 15, 16-year-olds in this heat. So we got a great pipeline in Illinois swimming right now. Good young swimmers coming up through our pipeline. Good, nice, relaxed shoulders. Not overusing the legs over there in lane number 5 is Seago. But a great, strong second 50. 31.38 was Conrad's. He had the fastest second 50 of anybody in the field on that backstroke leg. Again, the cut that they're trying to accomplish here is under 4:10. Futures cut 4:07:59. Now, if I'm watching the underwater work right now and I'm watching who's got the best streamline and pull out, that is over there in lane number 5. That is Seago. Watch him tighten up his shoulders underwater. He's not the technique-wise, he's okay, but the breaststroke, it looks like it's coming from Conrad. But watch the pull out. When he really keeps those shoulders really tight, keeps his hands close to his body, and he's working his underwater pullouts to keep his lead. Here comes Filipovic over here in lane number 3. Look at that good wide sweep he has out front, keeping a good timing of his stroke. Now they do get a dolphin kick now. The rules do allow a little bit of a dolphin kick. And here comes Filipovic. Let's take a look at his second 50 because he's outsplit the field by about a second and a half the way it looks. Filipovic, 35.12, almost 2 seconds faster than everybody else in the field. Let's see if he's got the closing speed. Seago takes a look over there out of his right side. He's breathing out of his right side, sees his competition. He's kicked it into a second gear. Filipovic with a slight lead off the wall. Good underwater work by Filipovic. He's got a nice jump off the wall. Isn't about just pushing off the wall. Watch Filipovic jump off the wall. As he hits his wall, you see a real explosive motion, even in a 400 IM. Pops it. Breakout. Here comes Conrad's. Whoa, does he have some legs left? This comes from practice. This comes from racing in practice. Let's watch these two duel it out in lanes 3 and 4. That's Filipovic and Conrad's. The 15 and 16-year-olds duking it out all the way in. Can they get under that 4:10 barrier? And they do. Great job, nice. Gentlemen. Conrad's like a freight train on the way home, but Filipovic held him off. 4:08:01, just missing the futures cut, but both those gentlemen really did a great job breaking that 4:10 barrier.
And we're on to the B final. For the 400 IM for the men, lane 1, Max Aida from Glenview Titan Aquatic Club. Lane 2, Trevor Carter from Wheaton. Lane 3, Kyle Lewarchik from St. Charles. Lane 4, we have Frank Niziolic from St. Charles. Lane 5, Jack O'Connor from Academy Bullets. Lane 6, Patrick Gridley from New Trier. Lane 7, Austin Cabell from St. Charles. And in Lane 8, Daniel Matlock from Dunlap Dolphins.
So these 6 out of the athletes in this field achieved the Futures Cut of 4:07.59. Remember, anybody with a Futures Cut, that next goal is that Junior National Time Standard, 3:52.69. We get a break. We'll talk a little bit about the attire that the athletes are wearing. They're suited up for this race, whether they're in hard training or they're shaved and tapered and rested. They're suited up to try to race well. So even if their next race is the NCSAs or sectionals, these athletes are here to race. They're not just here to swim through the meet itself. 4:04.00 by Frank Niziolek was the fastest time this morning. See if Frank can get under 4 minutes. Coaches would be really pleased with a swim that broke 4 minutes.
That would be very impressive.
Lanes 3 and 4, that's Niziolek and Lewarchik. And they are teammates, training partners there. Look at that beautiful butterfly out there in lane number 8. That's Matlock from Dunlap Dolphins. Just looks like he's taken about 2 less strokes per 25 than anybody else in the field. But look at who had the backstroke breakout. Who wins that prize? That would be lane number 3. That would be Lewarchik with a beautiful backstroke breakout. Why? Because he just accelerated through it, and he gained a lead just off that one body motion, that racing technique. Smooth transition from underwater to the top, not bouncing up and down, but keeping his momentum, maintaining the momentum.
Right.
All right, let's watch what happens here off the turns. Coming up strong in the outside lane here at the bottom of your screen. That's lane number 1. That's Max Ida. Some of these young athletes are breaking through from the 13-14 age group to the senior swimming now. Max is one of those young men who dominated some of the events in the 13-14 age group, but always maintained his high competition level, so he's not afraid to race these guys, and he is in the B final as a 15-year-old. Lane number 3, still through his strength of his racing skills, is Lewarchik. 30.56. Looks like O'Connor from Academy had the best second 50 on that backstroke leg. Now when we watch technique, efficiency, watch distance per stroke. Out here in lane number 5 right now, that's O'Connor from Academy. And look at that distance per stroke. He actually looks like he's gliding and almost coming to a complete stop, but he really isn't. He's really continuing to accelerate. He's just connecting his body line. And when I say connecting, he's connecting angles and levers to make his body continue to move forward through that streamlined body position. He doesn't slow down. Even though he looks like he's taking less strokes, he's actually going faster because of his efficiency. Beautiful stroke over here in lane number 3. Challenging is Lewarchik. Max Ida at the bottom of your screen. If you can't see him, he's coming on strong. This is one of his better events when he was in age group swimming, and that's the 13-14 age group I'm referring to. 33.83 for O'Connor. Looks like he's the fastest second 50 breaststroke in the 400 IM here. Now comes the closing speed. There in lane 5, that is O'Connor, but being challenged in the outside lane over here. I wonder if he sees him. I wonder if he sees Max Ida over here. Do they have a shot at breaking that 4-minute barrier? Coming on strong again in the back half of this swim is Lewarchik. It's going to be tough to break it, but they're going to be definitely under 4:05. Again, each barrier comes with a price. Breaking 4 minutes is a tough road to hoe sometimes, particularly if you're not rested, shaved, or tapered. Coming on strong in 3, Lewarchik, but you're a winner in this heat. Lane number 5.
Jack O'Connor. from Academy Bullets. Time of 4:02.85.
Your super final upcoming. One of the things that you mentioned earlier, that meet record of 3:53.53, but that has a time stamp of today's date. That means that 3:53 was set this morning by Nicholas Vance from West Chicago Sharks. Nobody else was under that 4-minute barrier, but he was like 6 seconds faster or 7 seconds faster than everybody else in the field. Now we're turning it over to the voice of the pool deck, Aaron Mashman.
IM in lane 3 from Wildcat Swimming Organization. He goes to Seton Hall University. He's Joe Gibson. In lane 4 from West Chicago Sharks, this morning's new meet record holder, Nick Vance. In lane 5 from New Trier, he plays the tuba in his free time. It's Ryan Gridley. And in lane 6 from Dunlap Dolphins, he says, "Don't you love 3 championship meets in a row?" Zach Boley.
I'll tell you, 3 championship meets in a row, and he's in the super final. Not doing too bad. So your meet record was 3:53.53. He is just off the junior national time standard, 3:52.69. Now some of these young men are going off to college or in college. You heard Joe Gibson's already in college at Seton Hall. Ryan Gridley, the twin of Patrick Gridley. You'll hear the Gridley names called quite often this weekend. 2 twin brothers, both going to Northwestern next year. So if we look through Illinois swimming, what's to be proud of? Student athletes.
Absolutely. Nothing better.
Well, isn't that the values that we hope comes out of athletes that swim every 4 years for our swimmers? Vance just seems to love this event, seems to come very naturally to him. And you watch him when he comes off his wall, he really shoots his top arm behind his ear and just uses that momentum to throw himself in the opposite direction. Let's watch the fly splits here because these guys are taking it out. Lane number 4 is your leader, and that is Vance, your record holder.
Now, Tony, does the fact that he's the only one not wearing a swim cap, does that have any bearing on shaving off hundredths of a second on his time?
Well, let's look at his haircut right now.
It is
He's got a buzz cut. You think that didn't come from high school state or something. So these guys are trying to go strong at high school state. And then this is, some of the events in high school for Nick, who splits at 27.83, aren't his best events in high school.
Sure.
His best events may be something a college coach is going to recruit him for a 400 IM. And this young man is like taking advantage of that shave and taper. So you see the buzz cut that may have come from, his high school championship meet. But no, it's not going to, there's not enough hair up there to make a difference. Some of the athletes like wearing the double caps or the silicone caps. It gives them a feel of being strong right now. He hits the wall right now in lane number 4 with a 28.27, and he is well ahead of his pace from this morning.
Wow. Very impressive. Lane 4 again, Nicholas Vance of the West Chicago Sharks Swim Club in the center of the screen. Nearly half a pool's length in front of the competition, and offering a split time of 34.64.
Seems to have strength in all of his strokes, and when that's well balanced within itself.
And in that final 25 here, again, great underwater work.
So Nick was at the end of the breaststroke, was at a 2:58.22 this morning. A little bit of tired legs here, look like on the back half. Let's see where he's at. A little bit behind. He was a 258.22, and then he split a 55.3 coming home. So he's still going to challenge himself for this. He's got nobody to push him at this point. In second over here in lane number 5, that is Gridley from New Trier Aquatics. So sometimes it's hard being out here by yourself.
Right.
When you get so far out in front, sometimes your head starts playing with you a little bit. Well, I'm a little bit tired here. My legs are tired. You got nobody to push you through that pain barrier. 27.7. He's still making a run at it. He's faster on that first 50 split, which was a 28.34 this morning. So he is faster on that split, although a little slower on his breaststroke, faster on the first 50 here. He has to get a 3:52.69. That is the challenge. He's 9 seconds away right now. He's still got the drive. Put your head down, son. Get into that wall. 3:52.69 is what we're looking for. And it just falls short a little bit. 27-1 on that 50 split. 3:54.06 comes up a little bit short, but two great swims, both in the morning and the afternoon sessions. We come through. He set that meet record this morning, coming back strong at night. We're getting ready for some awards here as we come up, and then the 800 freestyle relay.
Awards for Women's 100 Butterfly, Event 7. In 8th place from Academy Bullets, Cameron Street. In 7th place from Patriot, Emma Gleason. In 6th place from New Trier, Greta Pelzik. In 5th place from Bullets, Audrey Coffey. In 4th place from Dunlap Dolphins, Emma Theobald. In 3rd place from Chicago Wolfpack, Anna Peterson. In 2nd place from St. Charles, Mallory Jump. And your 2018 Illinois Swimming Short Course Senior Champion and new meet record holder with a time of 53.49 in the women's 100 butterfly from Waves Bloomington Normal Y, Grace Ariola. Congratulations, ladies.
Let's go surfing now.
Awards for men's 100 butterfly. In 8th place from West Chicago, Garrett Clausen. In 7th from Cats, Nick Baginski. In 6th from West Swim Club, Jeffrey Vitek. In 5th from St. Charles, Mitchell Malash. In 4th place from Wild Kid Swimming Organization, Joe Gibson. In 3rd from Fox, Ayush Deshpande. In 2nd place from St. Charles, William Meyer. And our 2018 Illinois Swimming Short Course Men's 100 Butterfly Champion from Lions Aquatics, Henry Clayson. Congratulations, gentlemen. Awards for women's 400 individual medley. In 8th place from Academy Bullets, Audrey Coffey. In 7th from St. Charles, Mary Janya. In 6th from St. Charles, Mallory Jump. In 5th from Academy Bullets, Cameron Streed. In 4th from Dunlap Dolphins, Emma Theobald. In 3rd from Flying Fish, Cleo Hancock. In 2nd from Lions Aquatics, Callahan Dunn. And our 2018 Illinois Swimming Short Course Women's 400 IM Senior Champion from Academy Bullet Swim Club, Sydney Van Overmyron. Awards for men's 400 individual medley. In 8th place from Dunlap Dolphins, Daniel Matlock. In 7th place from Glenview Titan, Max Ida. In 6th place from St. Charles, Kyle Luarchik. In 5th place from Academy Bullets, Jack O'Connor. In 4th place from Wild Kid Swimming Organization, Joe Gibson. In third place from Dunlap Dolphin, Zach Boley. In second place from Nutrier Aquatics, Ryan Gridley. And our 2018 Illinois Swimming Short Course Men's 400 Individual Medley Senior Champion and new meet record holder from West Chicago Sharks, Nick Vance. Congratulations, gentlemen. Meet record in this event, 7:24.67, set 2 years ago by NASA Wildcat Aquatics.
And in lane 1, towards the bottom of your screen, West Swim Club, Julie Kolar first in the pool. Lane 2, Nutrier Aquatics, Greta Pelzek is going to start off for this team. Lane 3, St. Charles Swim with Megan Armstrong in the pool first. Lane 4, Waves Bloomington Normal Y, and we have Noelle Pavlowski. In lane 5, Academy Bullets Swim Club, Connie Zhang. Lane 6, Academy Bullets, Jessica Grian. Lane 7 is the Patriot Aquatic team, and that is going to be Sophia Gashona. Lane 8 is going to be another team from Academy Bullets, Athena Yee. And next in the pool for lane 1, West Swim team is going to be Elisa Hakey. Lane 2 for New Trier is going to be Margaret Guanchani. And lane 3, St. Charles, you're going to see Margaret Ann Traverny. Lane 4, West Bloomington Normal Y. Second to go into the pool will be Melissa Pish. Lane 5, Academy Bullets, in the middle of your screen is going to be Natalie Ungretti. Lane 6, Academy Bullets, second into the pool is going to be Lauren Payton. Lane 7 for the Patriot Aquatic Club, we're going to see Isabel Pelka. And in lane 8 for the Academy Bullets Swim Club, again up towards the top of your screen on the blocks at this time is Grace Rogowski. And first to touch is Team Waves Bloomington Normal Y in the middle of your screen in lane 4.
All right, 800 freestyle relay, women in the water, and New Trier Aquatics. Is that New Trier Aquatics out front, or is that Bloomington Normal Y?
Bloomington Normal Y.
What's that meet record? That is 7:24.67, set back in 2016. Let's keep an eye on that. Who's our swimmers in the water right now? Do we have?
I just gave all of the second swimmers that are in the water.
So that's Melissa Pish on that second leg right now for Bloomington Normal Y Waves. Big W on her white cap.
Right there in the middle of your screen, holding a nice lead.
200 freestyle is one of those events that even when you're swimming it individually, and we saw so many records being broken earlier in the competition in that 200 freestyle for women, is strength, speed, endurance, race strategy. So even when they're in they can't let the emotion of the relay take over for them, or they take themselves out of that pace. Coming on strong over there in lane number 7. And that is Pack. Patriot Aquatics coming on strong right now, starting to challenge for second. In the middle of the pool in lane number 5, that's Academy Bullets A. Fish with some great endurance, continuing to stretch out the lead for Waves. It looks like we have in lane 4 Waves, that's Sydney Kennedy on the 3rd leg. You'll see the athletes being a little bit more controlled in the 800 relay exchanges. Not like the 200 free relays where they're being super aggressive and driving off those starts, but they will try to gain an advantage if they can. Still your leaders, that's Bloomington Normal Y. Coming on strong in the middle of the pool right now is Academy A. With a slight lead over there in lane number 7, that's Pack. It is great to have a race. So when we watch across the pool, when you're watching across the pool here, watch the races within the races. Great races for 2nd place and 3rd place. 3-way race for 4th, 5th, and 6th. 7th and 8th with a race in the outside lanes. So everybody has somebody to race. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is be out there where the leaders are right now.
Right, with no one in front of you or next to you.
Coming on strong in the middle of the pool is Academy. Your anchor leg for Waves Bloomington is going to be Grace Areola. She is your champion in the 200 freestyle. She's going to try to take down that record of 7:24.67. Academy A starting to inch up, taking a little bit off the lead. 25 by 25. Sydney Kennedy still hanging on with the lead for Bloomington Normal Y. Academy starting to cut that lead in half. Over here in lane number 2 and 3, having great races. New Trier and St. Charles starting to make a move, and they may challenge for 2nd and 3rd place by the end of all of this. All right, you got Grace Areola. She's anchored some World Junior teams for Team USA. I think she's got the experience. And she is off strong. All right, they're split. Bloomington Normal Y is 34.36. And I will tell you that 5:34 minus how many seconds, 12 seconds, that Grace swam in that 200 freestyle earlier. I think they got a shot at this record. Let's keep an eye on it.
Exciting.
Watch lane number 2. Again, Pack starting to make a run for the back half of this. New Trier strong on their anchor legs. I love watching teams that have traditionally great relays. Their kids seem to swim above themselves. And an anchor leg does pretty much what an anchor leg is supposed to do. And there's no time barrier for an anchor leg. It's like, well, coach's not going to say, all right, Grace, go out there and split a 147. No, Grace, go out there and do whatever it takes to get the record, and she usually does. It's going to be tight. That record is a 7:24.67. Set by NASA back in 16. Wow, we're starting to get a tight race over here. New Trier starting to challenge for 2nd. We still got a 50 to go. Grace Areola coming in. She's going to have great closing speed to take down this record. And I think they will. Wow, is this race tightening up? Here we go. New Trier starting to challenge Academy. Over there in lane number 7 is Pack. End of the night after a full day of racing. We still got racing. All right, here comes the clock. Clock doesn't lie, and they're going to take down this record, 7:24.67. They're going to blow it away. Woo! 7:21 is the time. Read off that official time. You can see on the clock, Academy, Pack, New Trier all racing for 2nd.
7:21.18.
Took that down by almost 3.5 seconds. 2nd place goes to Academy, 3rd place to Pack, 4th place to New Trier. Some great racing tonight, ladies.
Excellent.
Way to end up that night. Hey, we do apologize for some of our camera difficulties and technology. We'll kind of talk about that later. We are in the midst of changing over our technology resources, and it's been a challenge for the last couple days as we've been doing a lot of testing more than anything else.
Ironing out those kinks. And now we're going to see the men's 800 free relay. In lane 1, towards the bottom of your pool, we have the St. Charles team comprised of William Meyer, John Whitehurst. Frank Niziolek and Richard Williams. And Team 2 is going to be New Trier Aquatics.
And that's their B relay.
The B relay, I apologize. And that's going to be Thomas Barr, Christopher Kearney, Ben Dukes, and Pearson Orr. In lane 3, the B relay team for Academy Bullets. You have Benjamin Kimmel in first, according to our notes here. Caleb Carlson, Austin Millard, and Jack O'Connor. Academy Bullets relay team A in lane 4, that's going to be Spencer Walker, William Camps. We have William Radit, and we have Horace Quao. In lane 5, I have the New Trier Aquatics team starting us off with Charles Schoenfield. We have Ian Vandergraaf, Patrick Gridley, Ryan Gridley, the Gridley twins. And in lane 6, we have the Glenview Titan Aquatic team. Sam Musali is in first. Quinn Longhorn. We have Elliot Chen and Max Ida. Lane 7, West Chicago Sharks, Nicholas Vance, Peyton Gold. We have Garrett Clausen and Patrick White. And up in lane 8, we have the Y Flying Fish, Aiden Dillon. We have Thomas Hackley, Christopher Shepard, and Ian Zawalski,
Wow, if you're watching from home, nothing but the video does no justice to how fast these guys are going right now, because that was two great leadoff legs right now. We got New Trier going against Academy. Those guys have been racing against each other for a long time. 1:38.99, 1:39.0. That are some darn fast times for us 2.5 days into this competition, swimming prelims and finals, and these guys are swimming off some relay pride right here. Academy with a slight lead, 22-6 leading off. But again, you watch what's happening in the pool sometimes. What's happening in the pool right now, New Trier's got kind of a strategy. It's called Jeff Gordon's strategy. He's going right next to the swimmer of his competition. He's hugging the lane line, trying to get into that draft and let the Academy swimmer pull him out, take him out into the lead. And it does work. If you get into somebody's draft, it will take you out. Now, the Academy swimmer answered back, and he moved over to the right-hand side of the lane, said, no, 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 I'm not pulling you through this race, buddy. You swim it on your own.
Work.
It ain't going to happen. So here we go, Academy and New Trier battling it out. Over here in lane number 3, that is Academy B. Outside smoke, lane number 1, St. Charles A team. So you'll see that some of the teams in the top 8 here do have more than one relay in this heat. It is a time final event. That's something we didn't talk about earlier in the relays. A time final event means anybody from the morning session can win this heat. And that means that the swimmers that swam in the morning earlier, if they have a time faster than what we have here, they can win the event. Your leader with about a 2-second lead right now is Academy A. New Trier on the way back should have some strong legs as they push through the back half. The meet record, 6:42.36. We saw the women's record go down. Could we see the men's record go down as well? Academy owns this record from March 3rd.
And they are swimming for their lives.
Well, if you know some of the coaches, you may be right. All right, but here comes New Trier. And again, race strategy pays off sometimes. Don't burn yourself out. Let's see how the New Trier athlete, again, watch the drafting, but also watch the race strategy. Let's control that front half. Let's not worry about making up all the distance on the first 100. Great race for second and third right now in lane number 3. That's Academy B, but challenging for lane number 1 out here is St. Charles swim team. Lane number 7 starting to have a big push over there. That's West Chicago Sharks moving up. Good strategy also by Academy A here. Really held back on those legs and starting out to drive on the back half of this race.
I love seeing the enthusiasm from the coaches on the deck. It's just great.
We talked about getting them Fitbits so we could see exactly how much calories they were burning off in these. And I will tell you, these guys can get animated. And
sure can.
they will watch. The athletes will watch their coaches. That's why some coaches wear different color shirts. Academy with about a 2.5 second lead here. Let's see what the anchor legs look like. 25-9 split on the back half for the Academy athlete, and they are out strong. So that 4:59.0. 4:59.0. It's going to be tough, but they may be able to take down that meet record. Going to take a great anchor leg here, swim here. Here comes New Trier. Anchor leg for New Trier is Ryan Gridley. Anchor leg for Academy is Horace Quao. This may shape up into a little bit of a race. Over here in lane 3, taking ownership of third place is Academy B. Lane 1 still hanging tough. Lane 7 coming on strong. West Chicago Sharks. Don't think West Chicago Sharks is going to give up that third place all too easily. All right, here we go. Now the race is on. Quao versus Gridley. The senior. Both seniors, both 18 years old, so they've had plenty of experience. Great underwater work by Quao, kind of held his small lead that he has, but he has got great race strategy. Look at the tempo start to increase. Both have strong legs. Gridley's a senior. He knows how to anchor. Again, the meet record, 6:42.36. Pushing each other to some great swims here. Gridley starting to drive on that last 75 here. Quao will come off the wall strong. Let's see if he can make up some ground. He does. Record 6:42.36. Who's it going to go to? It's going to go to New Trier Aquatics.
Excellent work by all of these competitors.
6:38.87, 6:40.21. The top 2 relays broke the record, but it belonged the crown in the heat sheet next year is going to say New Trier Aquatics, and that record was set in 2018. All right, that ends our individual events. We got some award ceremonies coming up, but let's kind of take a look at how many records were broken from last night through today. We know that both relay records fell for the girls. We're going to kind of do a tally here. So as you are going to tune in tomorrow morning and look for a broadcast, we will have one.
And we can start with our earlier race of the women's 200 freestyle. Your top first place finisher was Grace Areola of Bloomington Normal Y with a new meet record of 1:47.38. And really excellent work by these ladies here. The top 4 finishers all finished under that new meet record time, or the previous meet record time, which was 1:48.53. So that was a really exciting moment for the top 4 ladies of the women's 200 freestyle today. And we also had one more really great finish, which was by the women's St. Charles, women's Bloomington Normal Y. They have a new meet record for the 800 freestyle relay of 7 minutes, 21 seconds, and 18 hundredths of a second. So that will go down into the history books for next year's championship. And finally, as we just saw, the conclusion there of the men's 800 freestyle relay, your new record holders are going to be the New Trier Aquatics team. 6 minutes, 38 seconds, and 87 hundredths of a second by that powerful 4 there.
What do we call them? The Fantastic Four. I mean, they all are. When you swim on a relay, and it's not one swimmer, it's Fantastic Four.
It is.
And let's not leave out Nick Vance's swim from this morning.
Yes.
3:53.53, setting a meet record in preliminaries. So let's know that great swims don't just happen in finals. Great swims happen throughout the meet. We also saw a meet record in the 1,000 freestyle, correct?
Yes, we did. And that meet record in the 1,000 free was set by Nick Vance. Nick Vance.
For event 11, women's 800 free relay. In third place, from Patriot Aquatic Club, Sophia Gushina, Isabel Pelka, Emma Gleason, and Nicole Pinter. In second place, from Academy Bullets, Connie Zhang, Natalie Ungaretti, Allison Penrod, and Sydney Van Overmyren. And our 2018 Illinois Swimming Short Course Women's 800 Free Relay Senior Champions and new meet record holders with a time of 7:21.18 from Waves Bloomington Normal Y, Noelle Peplowski, Melissa Pish, Sydney Kennedy, and Grace Ariola. Incidentally, their swim was also a new pool record. Awards for men's 800 free relay. In third place, the B relay from Academy Bullets, Austin Millard, Caleb Carlson, Ben Kimmel, and Jack O'Connor. In second place, from Academy Bullets, Spencer Walker, William Camps, Will Raitt, and Ai Chow. And your men's 800 free relay 2018 Illinois Swimming Short Course Senior Champions and new meet record holders with a time of 6:38.87 from New Trier Aquatics, Charlie Scheinfeld, Ian Vandergraaf, Patrick Gridley, and Ryan Gridley.
Fantastic swimming. We have some updates on combined team scores. Leading after 2 days of competition, St. Charles Swim Club with 532 collective points. In second place, New Trier Aquatics with 439 points. In third, currently, is Academy Bullets Swim Club, 414.5. And in fourth is the West Swim Club with 246.
So keep an eye on some great racing halfway through the competition. Tomorrow's preliminaries and each day's preliminaries start at 8:30 a.m. We will be on the air just a little bit before that. Tomorrow's events will be the 200 individual medley, the 50 freestyle, the 200 breaststroke, the 100 backstroke, the 500 freestyle, and the 400 medley relays. As we head into day 3 of the competition, preliminaries again start at 8:30 in the morning. We will be back on the air about 5:20 tomorrow evening to set up for finals. Amber, any last words?
Well, I saw some really great action out here. I'm looking forward to a little more of your breakdown about the type of attire that we're seeing these athletes swim in and how that affects their performance in the pool, in addition to, of course, their conditioning and training by these respective clubs. But again, just some fantastic displays of talent out here, very tender ages of in the mid-teens all the way up into, you know, the collegiate age. So I'm really impressed with what I've seen so far.
Well, as an Illinois swimming sport director, we are more than excited to see these young kids and how they're racing. And one of the athletes references 3 championship meets in a row. Great. Keep
That's
going fast
incredible.
in all 3 of them. So for
he wasn't the one that had the 16 Chick-fil-A burgers, was he?
I don't know. It seemed like the guy with the butter diet. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it might have been.
All right, take us home, Amber.
All right. So once again, thank you so much for tuning in today to the 2018 Illinois Swimming Senior Championships here live at the UIC Natatorium. We will see you tomorrow. Again, competition starts prelims at 8:30 in the morning.